thought I was being heard that whole time. It's Carrie Dickey. I am here tonight. I'm really, really, really excited to introduce you to one of my dear friends here in network marketing and in this amazing company, LifeVantage. Tara, I'll never forget years ago in another company, and I'm talking like a long time ago. LifeVantage has been our home, mine for 14 years and hers for nearly as long. We've been running together, but I remember seeing her a way long time ago with her hair streaming and her head thrown back with big giant teeth and a big smile. And I said, if only that girl would see things the way if only she were in my business, it would be just amazing. And we've been running together now for quite some time here at LifeVantage, and she is just fire. So I'm really looking forward to her telling her story and sharing what we've got tonight with you. And thank you. I know you had a choice of where to be tonight. Thank you for being with us. So Tara, take it away, girl. I know you ran in there with your hair on fire. We're ready to listen to you.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. And whether you're listening to this live here or you are listening to the recording, thank you and welcome. I'm so glad that you chose to spend about the next 25 minutes with us, because I was invited to something like this in March of 2007. And that decision to attend literally changed my life. And I want to show you, I was a former wholesale mortgage rep. So I used to sell loans to the banks, but I had a 1-year-old and a 7-year-old at the time. They are now 17, 24, almost 24 this month. And I also have a 14-year-old daughter. So I've had, I've been able to, do this profession while raising a family, but I wasn't unhappy. So I had a great job. Like I said, my husband and I had great incomes and everything. But what I didn't have was time with my children. And so that is why I took a look in the first place and said, you know what? It was a health product, and that's actually where I met the beautiful Carrie Dickey. So a good friend and mentor of mine. She was a top leader, just blonde, running across stage, this millionaire. And I was like, I want to be like her. So, when she called me 8 years ago about this opportunity, I said, oh, I'm going to listen, because I have so much respect for Carrie and what she's done in this profession. But, I was sitting there in March 2007 and said, what do I have to lose? I saw that this one product could be a great solution to a problem we all have, which is not getting enough nutrition. And I thought, what if I start taking it and I start feeling it and I start noticing a difference? I am not going to be able to not share it, right? How many of us share products without being compensated? If I watch a good movie, you better bet you will, or a good skin product, or a good, I don't know, hair removal place, or a new, a piece of jewelry or a restaurant. I'm going to tell everyone about it. I mean, how many times do you share Instagram stories with people? That's the same thing. It's like, that they're going to enjoy this, either going to learn something or get value of it, right? So I'm just a sharer, and I realized really quickly that I can get paid to do that. So I went in full force, and within 6.5 months, I replaced my 6-figure income. I'm sorry, I quit my job within 8 months of starting my first company back in 2007. I actually replaced my income. And then within 15 months, I tripled it, and I have never looked back. So I have spent the better part of the last 16.5 years helping people get healthy through products and education, and help people make money, right? Have fun, make money, make a difference. So if you're looking for something and you have a personal interest in health and wellness, that was me. I had a personal interest in health and wellness. I took vitamins, I worked out, I cooked healthy foods. And so I used good skincare, because I knew this was only one body and one face, and I had to take care of it. And so to be able to go from a psychology major at UC Berkeley to into the real estate industry to now doing what I truly love has been a dream come true. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go through some information about taking it, feeling it, and sharing it. So give me 1 second. All right, so view, oops, shoot, did I share the wrong screen? I shared the wrong screen. Give me a second. Oh, Carrie, I'm having a Carrie moment. I have like 17 options. Okay, Microsoft PowerPoint.
That makes me feel better. Thanks for having a Carrie moment.
I'm sorry. No,
Beautiful.
she had a problem sharing her screen earlier today. That's why. This is not a recurring problem. She's a very intelligent person, multi-millionaire, like probably $20 million. I don't know. So anyway, let's get on with it. So take it, feel it, share it, right? I'm going to talk about these two products. Of course, we have more, but these two have so much science, and people are looking their best and feeling their best and living the life Vanish way. And I just want to ask you this: how many of you want to look and feel your best? I think everybody wants to look better and feel better. And then, of course, if you don't have a great job or great business, everybody wants more money, right? More time freedom. For me, it wasn't money. I had the money. It was time with these two faces. And then the third one that came along 2 years later. This is what is given me being able to retire my husband from corporate America 10 years ago. So for the last 10 years, we have had 2 work from home parents, which allows my husband to travel and coach my daughter's team, which allows me to travel and, build this, global business. And I am having fun. Oh, if you don't think so, you have never been to Australia. I'm making money and I'm making a difference. But this all started, I remember when Carrie first shared the ABC Primetime Investigative Report that aired in 2005. That blue bottle, that beautiful blue bottle, I wore blue today just to represent the blue bottle. This actually launched in 2003, but in 2005, a news report that actually is a consumer protection report. That's what the investigative report, like, is this snake oil or is this real science? So the host himself decided to become part of the experiment, gave his blood, and 2 weeks later, his oxidative stress went down by 45%, which the doctor in the video, and if you watch this, you're going to say, he said what you would expect to see, quite frankly, in an infant. Hello, do you want the cellular health of an 80-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 30-year-old, or an infant? This is what got my attention. So oxidative stress, in a very simple terms, is literally the rusting of your cells. Oops, sorry. And unfortunately, all your parts of your body have cells. You have about 30 to 50 trillion cells. There's a lot of, 32 I hear all the time. But you have trillions of cells, and they all have this rusting because they all have metabolic processes. They all create energy. They all have toxin removal. And so the breakdown in your heart may lead to heart disease. The breakdown in your joints might lead to arthritis. The breakdown in your eyes might lead to blindness or cataracts. The breakdown in your brain might lead to Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. Basically, the worse your health, the worse the health of your cell is, the worse your body is. And basically, oxidative stress is the root cause of aging and disease. Aging and disease, right? And aging is nothing more than the progressive accumulation of oxidative stress. If we didn't rust, right? If you put a nail out, if your mom put a shiny silver nail on the day you were born on the porch, some of you are going, come on, that's not nice, Tara. What would it look like today? If you're 20, it's not going to look bad. If you're 40, it's going to be a little rusty. If you're 60, if you're 80, it's going to be really rusty, right? But what if she rubbed antioxidants on it every day, or something to anti-rust on it every day? That nail wouldn't be as rusty. Well, so oxidation is basically the rusting of your cells. And there's over 318,000 studies linking it to being one of the major contributing causes of chronic illness. Do we want chronic illness? No. So if you know that oxidative stress is linked to chronic illness, so what if you could reduce it by 40% on average in 30 days? And the study went on to reduce it by 70% in 90 days. That's something we don't talk about. But why do we have it? Well, because everyone's like, well, why didn't they need to do this 500 years ago? Well, we didn't live in the same environment before the Industrial Revolution, right? We all cooked our own food. We were nomadic. We were always moving our bodies. We didn't have 80,000 new synthetic chemicals that have been introduced to our world since the Industrial Revolution. Billions of pounds of herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides sprayed on our food and massive crop production. People are eating a bad diet. I'm sorry, guys, but there's no Dorito tree in nature. Let's think about this, right? Smoking, vaping, alcohol, all these other bad things people are doing, and you can't even get away from it. Someone's like, well, I eat raw vegan. I'm like, I don't care if you eat the food as it's coming out of the ground and sprouts. You're not going to out eat your environment, so stop. Right? Poor sleep, high stress, and little or no exercise. They say lethargy, sitting for hours at a time, is actually doing smoking as a #1 killer. Lethargy. Oh, so oops, I don't know why this went back. I didn't even touch it. Okay. And what does it feel like when you have oxidative stress, right? And by the way, genetics does play a role. If you're genetically predisposed to, certain things like heart disease, that's where the oxidative stress might rear its head in your body. But honestly, genetics loads the gun, but environment pulls the trigger. Things that you put in your mouth, everything you put in your mouth either feeds disease or fights it, right? But what does it feel like when you have high levels of oxidative stress? Fatigue, just no energy to get through the day. You feel like you're like a 90-year-old person, right? Brain fog, lack of concentration, aches, pains. You're always sick. You catch every virus, right? Headaches, and much, much more. Obviously, we know the scale goes to very high to chronic disease, which we don't want to talk about. And I just want you to get a good visual. A healthy cell, an unhealthy cell, a really unhealthy cell. So why wouldn't we want to get back? And our body has its own antioxidants to combat these oxidants. I want you to know that. Our body was designed to give you trillions of antioxidants, which was enough for our entire human existence until around 1 to 200 years ago. So I want to say that you're going to have to take supplements and products that your grandparents never heard of because you live in an environment in a world that they didn't live in. Just think about technology. We didn't have EMFs even 30 years ago, right? So we have new problems. We need new solutions. And what Protandim does is revs up your body's antioxidants by the trillions. Just a quick put in perspective, still eat blueberries and kale, but one serving of blueberries, which is about $3 per day, is about 7,000 antioxidants, not enough for even 1/40th of one cell. Do you understand that? So why wouldn't you want to turn them on by the trillions for $2 a day, or you could eat them by the thousands for $5, $6, $8 a day? It is not an effective solution, but keep eating blueberries. They're much better than a lot of things we can eat. And why? Well, it's God's pharmacy, and people have been using these for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, turmeric, anti-inflammatory green tea, boosts your metabolism. I mean, some of these have anti-cancer if you look them up. Ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle, so good for cleansing your liver. But Tara, can I just go out and buy these 5 herbs and just bypass you guys? Good luck. Number one, we wouldn't have gone through the trouble of having 7 US patents on this one formula if you could. Taking them together in this patented formula makes them 1,800% more effective at doing what they do than taking any one by themselves. And here's some scary news. I read this in a very, very credible book by Dr. Greger. 7 out of 8 herbal supplements on the market, when tested, do not have in the bottle what is on the label. You don't know if there's arsenic, heavy metal, all these things that are terrible toxins for you. I know because we have certificate of quality assurance that I'm getting clean herbs in a patented amount that is going to reduce my oxidative stress 40% 30 days, 70% in 90 days, and give me the results that I want. And do not take this blonde or that blonde's word for it. We've had people like Harvard, the American Heart Association, the US government, National Institute on Aging did a study. It actually extended life in mice. Hello, we're all mammals. We also have dog studies in case anybody wants to wonder if there's a placebo effect. Well, you can't have that with dogs and mice. So we have so much research funded by other people on our product. So that is our first breakthrough. We've sold over $2 billion in sales since we've been a direct sales company since 2009. I'm not sure what we did prior to that when we were on the shelves, but shelves don't talk, right? But this has been blowing people's minds and just changing lives for, I don't know, 20 years. 8 years that I've been in here, I've amassed a team of over 150,000 customers and consultants. Most people are just customers, and the majority of our $2 billion in sales has been this product. So we thought, what other things can we activate, right? Because this is activating your antioxidants. You're not getting trillions of antioxidants in this bottle. You're turning on your body's own. So we had a new innovation in just June of last year, so 15 months ago. And I'll tell you, I can tell you my age. I just turned 50 and I've never taken collagen because I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a buzzword, right? And I thought, oh, these probably all these tricky products on the market, like you hear omegas, there's omegas at Costco with GMO corn oil that people are probably buying it because they heard they should have omegas, right? All supplements are not created equal, but I didn't like it. I could always taste the dead animal in it. They never tasted good. And I don't like powders. And so I thought, no way. But it's not a scam. Collagen is real. It's the most abundant protein in your body and affects every part of your body. And in fact, without collagen, you would literally be an amoeba. You would be a big blob on the floor because it holds up your bones. So it's good for nail, hair, and skin, which is why it's heavily marketed from the beauty industry. But it's so much more. It's every part of your body. Hair loss, muscles, joints, gut health, strengthening your bones, tissue repair, eye health, liver function, cardio, flexibility. Guys, that's our #1 killer. We need to take care of our ticker. Sleep quality, mental mood and brain and cognitive health, and more. So what is, and we won a bunch of awards and everything. What makes it unique? So why would you want to buy this collagen when you can get a little blue, powder from from Costco for a fraction of the price, but you get what you pay for. So what makes it superior and unique? Well, I want you to think of this acronym: activate, replenish, maintain. So most products are just giving you collagen so that your body absorbs it and you start to replenish the collagen that you've lost. Because you guys ready for this? I just did research yesterday. The average person loses 1 to 1.5% of their collagen every year. Things like smoking, drinking excessive alcohol, and excessive sun exposure accelerate that. So you need to replenish it. But what if, just what if, a company figured out how to biohack into your cells and turn on your body's internal collagen production in 3 different genes? I always say, like, every decade, imagine your collagen factory workers going home and now you're bringing them all back, right? And we have an 8-week study that is going to absolutely blow your mind. And by the way, this increases your antioxidants by 30%. Our collagen increases it by 2,700%. So you're not just talking about collagen, you're also talking about cellular health. And oh my God, we didn't stop. We actually did a study on both. Turns off chronic overinflammation and all of these incredible results from a cellular level. So it's not just from the inside out, but this is a skin splice. So what we found is you can upregulate the gene in 4 weeks by 21.5%. And then it was 42%. I don't know what these 57, I don't know. I've read the other study. Oh yeah, 21% or 27% and whatever. But it increases your entire collagen density in your whole body by 100%. So for those of you who don't know what 100% means, if I gave you 10 cookies and I gave you 100% more, how many cookies do you have? 20. So it literally doubles. So imagine being able to double your entire body's collagen in 8 weeks. Clinically proven, you guys. And again, we do believe you should also be replenishing. So we give you 5,000 milligrams of hydrolyzed, highly absorbable, sustainably caught marine collagen. And we use 10 types. Most products on the market only use 1 or 2. So that's a really good thing. Then, but wait, there's more. I love this part. So not only activating your own, so you're creating your own from inside, which your body knows how to do it. It doesn't have to worry about getting past the stomach acid. We're also giving you it to take internally to replenish it. But what if we tell you that this berry and fruit extract turns off a gene that is responsible for that collagen breakdown? So it slows the breakdown. Remember that 1 and 1.5%? What if we could change that number so you're activating it, you're replenishing it, but you're also maintaining it? This is why people are having unusual results. Like Carrie said, she's on collagen for 5 years. I took it a couple times and I'm like, I thought it's a scam, so I didn't take it. I can't believe with my own eyes, except for I know these people. I've seen them in person. Some people have literally lost, in my opinion, 10 to 20 years off of their face. So again, nothing bad. Why liquid? Why not that powder? Well, powder has about a 10 to 30% absorbency rate at best, where liquid is over 90%. So let's, say that you get, 20%, you would have to drink 4.5 times that powder to get the same amount. Are you really saving money? Probably not. So just because something says collagen on it doesn't mean it's good doesn't mean it's going to work, doesn't mean there's any science behind it. So remember, we are a science company. We're a publicly traded biotech science company. I should assure you that everything we put out has the science. And here is our 8-week clinical results. You can also find them at lifevantage.com. Who doesn't want to reduce their crow's feet by 22%, increase their collagen by 100%, your blood catalase, an enzyme responsible for amazing things? Just Google catalase, and that right there would be alone enough to take this collagen. It's elasticity, roughness, and on and on. So again, these are just some of them, like a tiny little fraction of outdated results. But look at Carrie. Look how you can see her. Gorgeous, how gorgeous she is. Look at that. What I've noticed most is it tightens your neck. It lessens the lines. It lifts your eyes. I see like a lot of hair growth. I see like a lot of crow's feet dissipating. Oh, the turkey necks, like the necks, collagen. We're seeing booty lifts. I mean, it's extraordinary. And you know what? The best result is the one that you get. Honestly, like what we do is we make sure that everyone takes before pictures. So I took before pictures, and about 5 months in, I was coming home from my infrared sauna, no makeup on. And I was like, my skin looks really good. So I snapped the photo, I went home and I put it side by side and I put it on Facebook. But I thought it was very subtle. 278 comments and several people like, I got to buy this, because it was unbelievable how much it lightened the sunspots. I live in Arizona, you guys. I get sunspots. It tightened everything. All these deep lines were good. And I don't do any of those things because I'm going to age gracefully using amazing products like this. This one gal right here, this may or may not be hers, this gal Jill, she's enrolled 700 collagen customers by showing them her legs at Target and Costco and Walmart and around the streets. She's enrolled 700 people. Who doesn't want a little tummy lift and a little tighten up? You're rebuilding your skin. Katarina, look at her hair. She actually sent that to me to show me her bags under her eyes. And I'm the one that was like, did you see your hairline? So it's just amazing. And again, my point in all this is if this is happening on the outside and you're physically seeing the cells fix themselves and the cells repaired and the cells looking better, what do you think it's doing for your heart, your brain, your bones, your joints, your liver, your tissues, and all that? And so we did do a clinical study. You're increasing your collagen, you're turning off chronic overinflammation and all of these benefits. So 31 published studies on the blue bottle, 1 clinical study on the collagen, and then 1 also on both. So you're talking about solid science. So at this point, you're like, okay, just give me the link. And I'll tell you, it's about $6.60 a day. Like I said, a serving of blueberries without anything else is about $3 a day. Now, you should still eat them, they're better. But how many people will drop $15 on a glass of wine or $6 on a bottle of water at the airport, right? So hold on. Hey, can you guys close that door? My office door, Lex? And so I'm telling you, 8 years ago, when I started deciding to be activated, I knew I was never going to turn back. And this is, I can't even, I don't have enough hours in the day to say all the amazing things I feel about our company, the products, the quality assurance, the toxic-free products that we have, solutions for, minerals, vitamins, herbs, adaptogens. 93 million Americans have a D deficiency, a vitamin D deficiency. 93 million Americans. We have an amazing D3 with all the things you need to absorb it properly. We have other cellular activators. We have skincare. Like I told you, I'm 50. I'm sorry, but I don't think I look like I'm 50. Maybe I'm one of those people that's not very self-aware, but I don't think I look 50. We have gut health. We have fat burn. We have hair care. We have healthy energy drinks. We have an immune boosting product. A lot of people don't know that there's an ingredient in that has 8 clinical human studies that show increases your immune system within 1 hour of taking it. And we have activation for your dogs, which is amazing. I hope my dogs live to like 40. Okay. So I love this. Carrie said this earlier, and it's probably my new favorite line. If you can fall in love with these products like I clearly have, I can show you how to make an income. With as little as like 28 customers on our Healthy Glow Stack, you can be earning an extra $15,000 a year, about $1,200 to $1,400 a month, depending on how your customer buys it. What can you do with an extra $1,200 to $1,500? And by the way, you don't even have to recruit anyone to sell it. That's just you building a customer base. And we have people doing that. But then what happens is two things. Number one, they're like, why wouldn't my other friends that are interested in health and beauty want to do this? So they accidentally start talking about it. But another thing is customers are like, oh my gosh, I have to share my results with everybody, right? They take it, they feel it, they want to share it. So why would you want to start a business with us? And I got we're publicly traded. I got this incredible honor this July to go and ring the bell at NASDAQ. It was so much fun. Look at me in my hot pink. I did that on purpose. I was like, I want to stand out. But it's a perfect side income. You don't have to have an experience. We do all the training. I've been doing this for 8 years. If I sound really smart, it's just because I'm doing this for 8 years. I promise if you watch this 5 times, you could probably say the same thing. But you can build a business with no assets, no buildings, no employees, no overhead, no insurance. You can work from anywhere. We have apps, we have mobile apps, we have websites, all of that for free, by the way. You get all that for free. We have unbelievably world-class training. We have trainings like this. We have opportunity. Like, ask yourself this: could you invite someone to one of these things for 25 minutes or share this video to introduce people to the LifeVantage way? Because that's all I did my first 2 years in network marketing to earn my first $500,000. That's all I did, is I shared the story. But we have a world-class customer call center. So when you build a team of customers, we have someone that is paid, not by you, to help those customers, and it is world-class. And not to mention, you get huge tax benefits. You are a business owner. You can get paid to share the gift of activation. And of course, I've turned this into such an incredible income that 20 years ago when I met my husband, we were, not very high on the horse here. This was before our 6-figure incomes, but I make more in 1 month than we made my annual income plus his annual income combined. So don't underestimate what you can do in 20 years. In 20 years, I make more in 1 month than we used to make annually combined. And now I'm same as, I don't know if some of you guys might have seen Carrie. Now my whole goal is to just travel and help people take it, feel it, share it. And because if you take it and you feel it, you want to share it and help them build a business. So we've got a little perk for you. We just launched this a couple of weeks ago and it is amazing. Think retinol, but think of a non-toxic retinol alternative that's plant-based that outperformed retinol 4 times in a clinical study, and no redness, no sun sensitivity, no irritation, and combats all the signs of aging. Feels like a dream. My 14-year-old stole a bottle and she's like, Mom, this is better than my snail mucinex. I'm like, what? She gets, all this stuff off of TikTok, right? So trust me, my daughter is 14. My other daughter is 17. They're buying $40, $50, $60, $80 products on Amazon or online because they were worn down by a TikTok influencer. Trust me when I say people have money for things that are going to give them value. Well, this is one of those things, but you can get it absolutely free if you join as a consultant anytime in the next few months. And also, if you decide to use this as a monthly subscription, which why wouldn't you? You also get it free. And this is a $75 retail. Consultants can get it for $59, but it's a $75 product you get absolutely free. So here's where you get a decision. Do I want to be a customer and just take the products, activate, and see where my journey goes? Or do I believe this crazy blonde from Arizona and I want to start a business? Let me tell you, when I started a business, I think I spent about $300 all those years ago. This is $249 to start a business. You get websites, you get apps, you get marketing materials, you get training, all free. And then you get 30 days of collagen. You get 30 days of NRF2 activator, the 2 products I talked about, and you get an extra 10-pack of collagen to share with your first 10 favorite people, and you get a free True Renew. Even if you quit, you're getting like $325 worth of product. You didn't lose anything. You took product, got a few tax write-offs. You don't have to even worry. But most people are like, why would I quit? Why wouldn't I want to, take it, feel it, share it? And then of course, decide what you want to do monthly. And again, you can get some more free. So I just want to say, when I started, all of my family was already in my first company and all of my friends said no. So how did I do it? Well, I want to give you something to think about. So you're like, I don't know any people. You're like, you just said 150,000 people. I don't know 150. I didn't either. But I was taught a simple concept of, what if I shared it with just 2 people? And what if they shared it with 2 people? And what if they shared it with 2 people? And what if they shared it with 2 people? So I want to give you an analogy. If I gave you a penny and I said, it's going to double every day for 31 days, or you can have $5 million, which one would you take? Well, let's stop and think. So a penny after 7 days is only worth $1.28. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's worth $1.28. But what happens is people keep taking it, they feel it, they share it. And everyone knows two people that want to look their best and feel their best with two of the biggest proven, clinically proven breakthroughs in the history of health and beauty. And that penny after 31 days is worth $10 million. So do you know two people that want to look their best and feel their best and want to start a business? You guys, I never thought in a million years it would turn into this. My initial goal was to make $500 a month. And now today I live a dream life. And so I want to just say it's real. It's fun. Have fun, make money, make a difference. And I hope that I am the first to say, welcome to LifeVantage. I hope that you understand that we need more people. Oh, sorry. We need people like you because we have such extraordinary products, but we don't have enough people because so many people are customers, but we need people who want to start a business. For a couple $100, would you start a business with us and let us help you take it, feel it, share it? So thank you guys. And we will more of these out. And thank you guys for spending some time with us tonight. Appreciate it.
Awesome, Tara. Woo! Excellent day.
1 second.